Hello everybody and welcome to Tabletop Tuesdays. The first Tabletop Tuesdays in 3 weeks, I think it's been now. It's been almost a month. But we are back. We're back with the for want of a better term, the D&D beginners, because that's now stuck because they won't come up with a better idea.
We will eventually.
Eventually they'll have a natural,
We'll name ourselves.
lovely
We'll name
party
ourselves
name.
after the person we lose first.
Oh
In
god.
their honour.
Oh
I thought we
no.
were going with Team Whack-A-Mole.
Team Whack-A-Mole.
Team Whack-A-Mole.
Team Goblin Jam.
Wow. Team Goblin Jam. Forevers. But yeah, it's been a pretty interesting time. The party haven't done, like, tons. We've only had, what, 2 sessions, I think it was? Before we took a break. And in that time, they were ambushed by goblins, which they did quite well. They had the whole of the Cragmore Cave that they dealt with. They finally made it to Phandalin, did a little bit of digging around Phandalin with the different shops, and then came to the inn where they had a nice evening of drinks and then went to bed. Got a little bit more information. There were a few little bits of info that were spilled by the patrons. I'm sure there'll be more later. And when we start today, we're going to start with the wake-up call. So each of you is going to have a gentle knock on your door. Probably not loud enough to wake you unless you're already, getting there. The sun will have already come up. There's no curtains, so that will be a lovely wake-up call on its own. The smell of bacon, sausages will reach you quite quickly. And there's a slight call for breakfast, which you all, I believe, chose to take downstairs when you were first asked.
That's the plan, yeah.
Yeah.
So,
Some of us actually don't sleep. They only meditate for 4 hours. What's good?
have you been doing anything different during your evening that I need to know about?
Yes.
Oh
We
god.
do know about
Oh,
it,
Oh, you've already...
and
Oh,
I'll explain it.
okay.
We timed out before, so the stuff that we discussed off stream,
Oh, yeah.
strictly speaking, happened, and I'll happily give an updated description when I come down for breakfast.
Okay, so
Okay,
I'm
yes.
going to make a quick story assumption that everyone's going to go ahead and come downstairs for foods. You'll find yourselves... You'll find a table set aside for you. You threw enough gold around last night that you're pretty well liked already. So
What do you mean?
you got a table set aside for you. There's already plates put out. There's various bits of like bread in the center. There's jugs of water, and there's already plates of eggs in front of each of the 4 seats. And there's a pile of sausages and bacon in the center of the table.
Alright.
Barman kind of tips his head to you as each of you come down.
A dramatic effect. I say dramatic. I am overselling this so much. Do you want me to head down last, or already be there, or what?
I think head down last. I think we'll have it so that the party's gathered around the table when you head down the stairs of the Stonehill Inn.
Scoff in my face.
But I think I described previously myself as very much looking like a tramp, effectively, a vagrant of sorts. It was posh clothes, but all very worn and torn, caked in dirt, hadn't been looked at all, ever, probably. When I probably is a bit of a double take, because the hood's thrown back, the hair has been apparently reasonably neatly cut overnight. It's still shoulder length, but it's actually cut and washed. The beard actually has a shape, as opposed to just being however nature's thrown it across my face. And the clothes that I'm wearing are actually probably of a slightly... I was wearing was quite elaborate. This is slightly more a down-to-earth cut, but it's clean. It's considering how filthy I look, the fact that I had clearly a second set of clothes that were pretty much pristine sat in the bottom of a pack somewhere probably to itself there. And yeah, I just politely approach the table, nod, and sit down in the fourth seat and pour myself a water.
I rolled a perception to recognize him. Damn it.
You absolutely recognize that this is Tobias. However, he told you, like, you got hints before on your previous travels, before you guys met in Neverwinter. You got hints of his noble heritage. He's starting to show this a lot more now. You're definitely starting to see that, okay, while he definitely never looked it before, this man may well be from a noble house after all, and not just being pompous about a lesser house. He looks very, very nice.
And who are you? I'm sticking with this. Don't care.
It's not like I've dramatically changed. It's still an elven man sat across from you with a beard and dark hair, and it's reasonably the same length. It just looks like someone's actually looked at it.
Yeah, no, Maron's just being a dick now.
Yeah, Maron, I get the. I was going to say. I get the feeling Maron's just being a dick.
I do kind of tilt my head at you and go, "Is there a prince more than once so far, Maron? I'm not really sure you're one to judge."
Still, I
You'll
can't
sleep
smell
well?
you, but I can see clothing underneath the mud. This is a difference.
Strange. You'll sleep tolerably?
I slept like a baby.
It was most restful. And I must say, Bath agrees with you.
Oh. As I say, time for a change. Oh! Body seen Sildar this morning.
Not yet.
No.
That's all that I have.
Last night, did you not? Wow.
The bartender seems to have taken notice to your conversation and is coming towards you.
Oh, correct.
You were, left a message from your friend.
Oh, okay.
He said he's gonna do some research, but he'll meet you later. He was, and he kind of lowers his voice, looks around a little bit. He was talking about the other inn in town.
Oh, that one.
Bit early for him to be rushing off into danger, isn't it? Would have stand last night,
isn't it? Clientele are somewhat disagreeable, but as a gentleman of, I don't know, as you say, he was wounded. It's not the best of times to go rushing off.
Didn't think so.
Did he simply say that he would be back, or that he required company?
Stonehill kind of shrugs a little. I got the feeling from the sword he was strapping on when he said it that he'd be gone for a bit. It could pretend he may need help. I'm not sure. I'm just passing on messages.
Kind of looked around the table. So, did anyone else have any plans of sorts?
Breakfast. That's my plan.
I think he means after breakfast.
Alright, sorry. More breakfast.
Second breakfast.
Wolves.
I kind of reach into my pack and I bring out. It's effectively a small notebook, and it looks like I've basically making comments in there. So it's. I kind of peruse through them and I go. So we were all here to meet Gundren, who was taken have no idea why he was taken in the first place, other than he was on the road with Sildar, and I did have questions for him about that, and now he himself has gone off. Last night, I don't know if you heard the locals loosely talking about anything.
Heard a little about a mine. That's about it.
They mentioned someone was speaking about the sister who runs from here. Apparently she left town a few days ago and returned worse for wear. Poke my nose in religion.
There was something that caught my ears as we were going to bed. There was a certain individual who runs an orchard nearby. I think I can't really remember, but I caught snippets of apparently didn't age. That might be interesting to go look into.
Anything else?
There's some oak raiders on the east end of the Tribord Trail.
Time, rather. We're set in town. One contact that we're all expecting to see, we know is in the bottom of a wolf. His colleague has departed to Trent, and none of us have a bloody clue, really, of what we're supposed to do next.
It's great, isn't it?
Marvellous. Aaron, have you got any desires or
No, I'm quite
places you
happy
want to
to do
visit?
whatever. Happy to go visit this inn and see what Sildar's gotten himself into this time.
Aye.
It's a good place to start.
It was the sleeping something or other?
Sleeping Giant, I believe.
Oh yes, that was it. And it was some group known as the Red Hands, I think.
Redbrand.
Friends. Fair enough. Well, shall we eat up here and then go see what other have to offer in the way of entertainment this morning?
Aye.
Sounds good to me.
Agreed.
From the sounds of it, breakfast first then.
Well, it is the most important meal of the day.
And you gotta finish it all, you can't just leave it here.
Oh no, that'd be rude.
I'm not sure if you get to say that on your third helping, Caliban.
Well, you need to speed up. I'm happily eat for 4.
I think then we've got a bit of consensus that, yeah, the wolf is going to basically minesweep everybody's breakfast, and we'll go from there.
Toblin's
I
wife
have
has
a
already
fork
come
over
over
my
and
plate.
like literally topped up the sausages and bacon, giving him a bit of a
God.
side eye. Giving him a bit of a
I
side
did
eye.
intend
and
to
then
actually leave at some point today.
just
I bet like
she just Toblin said to keep your plates topped. She's not
If that
looking
Caliban,
happy.
well,
at
in
Caliban.
that case, we should probably leave.
I think someone's totting up the fact that we're planning to stay for how long? Is it a week? Breakfast we're having on day 1. I don't know if they think they actually got the better of the deal last night.
Getting my money's worth.
They were not expecting Caliban,
Indeed.
apparently.
They'll be shut down by the end of the week. It's all good.
Shall we then?
Aye.
I think we're leaving to go to... I think we're technically on a pub crawl.
Oh yeah. First in the morning.
Okie
2
dokie.
pubs in the village.
Yeah, from one pub
Yeah.
to t'other pub.
Oh god. I'm
Okay.
token.
I'd forgotten about the sinister marker.
I freaking love your token. It makes me so happy. So yes, you're currently at the Stonehill Inn. The Sleeping Giant. You were directed to it the other day. It's along this side road that leads up towards and sloping upwards to Tresendar Manor, which is the large abandoned, well, formerly abandoned manor house in the centre of town.
Oh yeah, someone was saying that some of the group had taken hold of that, hadn't they? Right, okay. Pub crawl it is.
Okie dokie. This is such cheerful music considering what you guys are going to do. Okay, well you head up the road towards the sleeping giant. As you approach it, it's a pretty ramshackle looking building. It doesn't look very well looked after. As you get closer, you can see that there are 4 gentlemen, and I use that term extraordinarily loosely,
Right.
outside the pub. You may need to scroll down, as I've got the pub hidden.
Oh yeah.
Cool. Alright.
So there are 4 gentlemen outside. You will have seen Sildar round to the side of the pub, and he puts a finger to his lips as you kind of walk over. So this is pretty much exactly the position you'll be in right now. This is too cheerful.
I will be in that position, but I've just realised I get my hit points back.
You do. Absolutely top up your hit points.
Yeah, I was looking at my token and going, hang on.
You'll get this on a lot of these, because I'll have to copy your tokens over from old things. You'll probably have to top up and recreate. Oh, I don't like that one. Let's go for this one. What's this one sound like? That's spooky. Okay. So this is kind of a ramshackle kind of building at the east end of town. There are 4 human-looking ruffians lingering on what's not on the map, as it would have blocked them, but there is a covered porch on the eastern side from the double doors to the eastern wall. They're perched on empty ale barrels. A couple of them are leaning against the wall. You'll notice they're all wearing rather grimy-looking red cloaks. They all turn towards you as you approach. They can hear you from quite far off, it seems.
We've not exactly been stealthing our way through town.
No, Caliban's not the quietest of people.
Kind of clunky.
The look that we got as we were nearing, not from them but from Sildar, you said he put his finger to his lips.
Mm-hmm.
Really walking around the corner to say hello to him is probably a faux pas.
I'd imagine so.
Yeah, I'm just considering the position of people here. Would you be offended if I walk in front,
No, by all means.
Caliban?
Should probably do that too.
Yes, perhaps. So the top of the path here, is at the door.
Yes. In fact, I'll reveal a little bit more of this. So you can see there are 3 large windows as well. And then the main double doors. There are thin alleyways between this building and the surrounding buildings going down either side. And it's one of these that Sildar is currently perched down behind.
True.
Yeah.
Can we see in these windows?
If you got closer, probably. They're quite dark and grimy, but they're not anything, they're not boarded up or anything.
I turn to the group and basically, again, nodding at all of them, but Caliban making sure that he's got... It's a hammer, isn't it, you use, or is it a mace?
Yeah, it's a hammer.
Yeah, that your hammer is within reasonable reach.
Yes.
So I'll just go to the door. We are here for drinks, aren't we?
Exactly what I was thinking.
Gonna kind of making sure that behind us, as in a kind of positioning myself between me and them, kind of going to take a slightly wider arc and then kind of walk towards the door and just kind of nod at the gentleman and go,
Morning!
The one nearest to you takes a step forward He very obviously looks you up and down.
You didn't keep.
Takes like a big hawking spit, aims it pretty much at your feet. Well,
I've already had a bath today.
a whole pack of little puppies here. If you come to bark at us, little puppies, they all unsheathe their swords. They do not. They look prepared to fight. Although the one at the front is definitely leading things.
I came for a drink, dear boy. This is a pub after all, is it not?
Think of it more as a private establishment. You haven't paid the toll to get in, you see.
I don't think they want to be friends.
I thought they said there was a toll to get in. How much?
The one, like, as you say that, the one who said it, the one at the front, kind of looks kind of shocked. Looks over his shoulder. Guy behind him shrugs. This has clearly never come up before.
No, seriously. For me and my associates.
Well, let's say 10 gold each and 10 for a bonus. Let's go 50 gold. 50 gold, then you can walk right in.
A bonus. Drinks included?
Oh no, we don't. No, no, we don't run this place. We just provide security.
Oh right, so that's less of an entry fee, more of a toll.
Pretty much.
The words.
So you just cut out quite a lot.
So that's less of an entry fee, more of a toll. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, you could put it that way.
Go on.
Can you not hear me?
Hello?
Can everyone not hear me?
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
You seem to cut out a
Not
lot
hear
for
me.
I'm cutting out.
Who, me or Sean?
Both.
Both of you, really.
Oh, that's good.
Quickly.
Okay.
That better?
Hello?
And you'll hear me.
Yes.
Yes, I can hear you.
Yeah.
Can't hear us, Joe.
Hello? Can you hear me?
Oh, yes, hello.
Excellent. Okay, should we try this again?
Yes.
He has said
So that's less of
yes. It's a
entry
toll.
fee, more of a toll.
Yes. You could think of it like that.
Not a group discount though.
Well, no, you see, the more of you there are, the more security we've got to put on. So that's why you're getting charged the extra 10. Yeah, because I'm smart.
You are, yes. Conversation thing, are you? You kind of expected us to either run off or run off.
Well, usually what we get is we get the few who come up here trying to bare their teeth and they get chased off, or there's the few that come up here and feel like they can pick a fight, they lose the fight, they get dropped off in town naked without weapons. Oh, give me a second. Mauron has done a thing.
Classic Malron.
What?
Yeah, dude. Yep, works. Mauron, that's fine.
Cool. In which case I will step out and say, Benjamin, is that you? The front man.
What? That's... You look familiar.
Ron, don't you remember me? We used to work together.
Thought I'd remember you. What are you going for here, Maron? He looks like he has some kind of recognition.
Sean, I think you might need to turn your sensitivity up a bit again, mate.
Sorry, it keeps cutting out.
Yeah.
Okay, hopefully
And
this
he's
works.
back.
Hopefully this will work better.
Oh.
Hello.
Nina.
That's
Okay.
good.
Is that better?
Yes.
Awesome. Yeah, he seems to be recognizing you, but you haven't really asked of him anything yet. So he's kind of just looking at you a bit cautious.
Yeah, I'll just step towards him, try to throw out an arm to him, try to grasp his arm like a friendship kind of thing.
Roll me a persuasion.
Tidge on that.
With advantage. Yep, with advantage.
Don't worry.
Nice. He looks down at your arm for a second, and you're left hanging for a few moments. And then he grips your arm. I guess I do know you. Alright, lads. You can stand down. This one's alright.
Ah, of course they can. We're all friends here. Come, why don't you join us inside for a drink?
Oh, we ain't really supposed to. We're supposed to be on duty.
That's a damn shame. Perhaps you'll be able to join us later.
Oh, yeah, that's a good idea. Definitely. We'll be done about 5. We can have a drink. Yeah.
All day
If
drinking.
we're not passed out drunk by then.
That will never end badly.
Building.
Okay. Polygon reveal. Let's reveal the entire place. Because it's really not a big building.
Whoa now.
People that I expected.
Okay. What I will tell you about this is that there are many people in here. However, obviously all of you've got a few fightery looking people, and you've got a few people that look like the torso of a woman. I couldn't find someone sitting down, and that actually looks a little bit grotesque looking at it now. Apart from the one behind the bar, they're all like people who have recently been legitimately beaten to death or had their throats slit. So they are kind of hunched over in their seats. The woman behind the bar is a scared-looking female dwarf.
The things that look like corpses are actually pretty much corpses.
Legit corpses, yeah. And as you've entered, all of the fighter-looking ones have turned to look at you. The fuck are they doing in here? This one up here at the bar shouts, drawing his sword and standing up from his bar stool.
This isn't... Oh, this is awkward. In?
I feel like we've interrupted something.
They did say it was a private venue.
They weren't expecting no company.
Oh, don't worry. I don't think we'll be staying long.
Here wants to try out for your little company of Redbrands, and I'm going to push Toby forward.
Try.
I'm going to try to push Toby forward.
I'm stood behind you in the doorway.
Step back and try to push you forward.
If you would like to oppose this, you can make me opposing athletics checks.
Thing.
Well, for me.
I was about to do something slightly different. Would you like me and Maron to roll an initiative check to see who goes first?
No, because I'm going to say he's caught you off guard a little bit.
For the thing I was going to do is Misty Step. Just me, it's would I be there?
Oh, fair enough. Okay, yeah, can you both roll me initiatives then?
Wow, okay. I'm probably being pushed forward.
We shall see. I don't have great stats either. Oh shit, fair
Wow.
enough.
Nailed it.
Tobias gets pushed
Right,
forward
I
by...
am.
You want to be one of us Redbrands, do ya? They all kind of laugh a little bit, quite menacingly.
You like your fancy cape?
Well, you do
I
get
am-
one if you join us. That is how it works.
And what we need to do as one of you is security and dealing with the likes of these. And I'm going to kind of boom at the people who are either dead or dying. Is that it? Is that what Redbrand? Is that what you do?
Well, it's what we're seen to do quite a lot of the time. There's a lot more to us than that.
Is there depth to you than murdering people for the sake of it?
Oh yeah, there's definitely we do a lot more. There's a lot more to us. A few of them have started moving slightly towards you.
I will stop.
Being particularly polite in my conversation for this. Well, perhaps you would like me to audition.
What you got in mind?
I missed that, Sean. What was that?
What have you got in mind?
Just show you the sort of thing that I feel, such as yourself.
Well, right then. I'll give you a job.
Marvelous.
I'll give you a job. You want
No,
What was the-
no. I don't want a job. I want to audition.
you want an
I
audition
want
with
to show
us?
you what people
Right.
need.
There's a guy in town. Makes some of our bosses a little bit nervous. Bring him here. In chains.
I'm sorry, you completely misunderstand me. Show you what a group like you deserve. Active now, Sean.
You get one action.
And a bonus.
Yeah, we'll say that. You can get a full round. You can get a full round in as a surprise.
Allow me a surprise round. Fantastic.
Yeah.
I would like to do the thing,
Yep.
and is the one talking the one at the far side of the room,
This one, isn't it?
or by the bar here?
Yeah, that one. The furthest one away. Yep. It is this guy up here.
Right, I'm going to do the thing,
Yep.
and so I was within range. Going to. I've got my rapier out, but it's by my side. Cough, does he?
Sorry, what have you've appeared in front of him. What have you actually done?
No, I've just walked up in front of him.
Oh, so you didn't miss his step. Okay, fair enough. He has pulled his sword. He has gotten
No.
into a stance, but he's not done anything further.
Sorry, I did the other thing.
Yeah, no, I've got that. I figured that out now.
And so yeah, he's not moved away.
Nope.
Isn't it?
Well, yeah, that'll hit.
Seems like a lot.
Yeah, that hits.
For 9 points of damage.
Okie dokie. Yeah.
Literally just going to twirl the rapier in my hand and then just almost sidestep him and thrust it in sideways.
Oof. That is true. That is fair and effective. And at that point, everyone's going to kind of kick in to gear. Could everybody please roll me initiatives?
for God's sake.
Woo! Oh dear.
Nailed it.
First one of the night.
Okie dokie. Right, so that's a 9, that's a 10. Okay.
How badly wounded does the guy in front of me look after that?
You can roll me a medicine check. Or a heal check, I think it is.
That's medicine.
I get confused because I play Pathfinder during the week.
21.
It is the opposite. 16. Okay, so that's Mia. Tobias. Conan. You reckon another one of those will take him out?
Right, okay.
Okay, let me roll for the Redbrands. I'll just roll one for the whole group. 9. But they're going before Caliban. Okay. Mia, it is your go.
Okie dokie then. There's just 3 bad dudes in here. Are there others?
There's
Oh.
4. 4
4
inside.
inside, 4 outside.
Ah, right. Well, I am going to come inside before the others kind of figure out what's going on. Yeah, I thought so. I'm normally not that sensible, but hey ho. So, I am going to cast Scorching Ray on the 3 dudes on the left.
Okay, yep.
Yeah. Right, hopefully I've done my macro to add in my bonus, so you want me to roll 3 hits and 3 damage if I...
Yes, please. I'm assuming it's going to be 1 ray for each.
Yes,
Cool.
it will be.
Bum, bum.
That's 1, 2, and 3.
None of them hit, I'm afraid.
Oh, what? Of the smoke then.
Don't remind Sean.
But I like
Go on,
the
Sean,
smoke.
get your magic out.
Puff of smoke, do the thing.
How do I do it? This one. And this one. I've not done this for so long. But yeah, so you get puff of smoke that way. Yeah. Puff of smoke.
Sorry.
Whoa.
Yeah. I love this thing so much. Yeah, I may as well use it before my subscription runs out because I'm probably not going to resubscribe. It's quite expensive for the year. For very little. I mean, the dynamic lighting is awesome, but it's not worth it, I don't think. Anyway, so Mia, that's your go. It's unless you want to. Oh no, you've already done your move. Unless you want to move the rest.
No, I'm... For some reason, I'm quite happy being in the middle, but yeah, I'm just gonna look at my arcane focus in my hand and just kind of mutter under my breath saying, what's this piece of crap?
You fucking suck. That's absolutely fine. Tobias, that brings us up to you.
How... If I was to just drop a shield and draw a second weapon, is that an action or a bonus action?
To drop and draw would probably be an action.
So I'll just... gonna cast Hunter's Mark on the one in front of me.
Yep.
I've already attacked.
Go for it.
Oh, no, ignore me, because that's an action as well. Sorry, I'm just going to attack him.
Okay.
Is it an action for casting spells?
Yes.
Hunter's Mark.
Oh, Hunter's Mark I think's a bonus
is
though.
Bonus action.
Yeah, I
But
thought.
you are in melee range, that breaks an attack of opportunity, I think.
Out of range. Yeah, it's a bonus action. You know what? He'll get an attack of opportunity even if I don't move out of range.
Yeah.
I'm going to cast Hunter's Mark on him to begin with.
He
So
doesn't.
gets
No,
an
he doesn't get an attack of
sure.
opportunity. It's something they changed in 5th edition. They got rid of 5-foot steps, but they also got rid of casting next to someone being a problem. I believe. I'll look it up afterwards.
Oh,
but
fair enough. In which,
I'll say you can Hunter's Mark without him attacking.
and then an attack, and a miss. I assume.
Yeah. That is a miss. Would you like to do anything else with your turn?
No, I've used my bonus. I've used my
Take the
action, and I
sword.
don't intend.
Okay.
Move.
Okay, the Redbrands are gonna attack now.
Oh,
Redbrands
dear.
get to make 2 melee
Music.
attacks with a +4. Okay.
Is there no music for anyone else?
Have fighting music anymore?
Oh, has it stopped for you guys?
No, I hear music.
Oh. Just need to refresh.
No, I hear it.
Now I hear it.
I hear it.
Oh, good. I think it's just sometimes when it skips onto when it goes onto a new song, because I've got it on a playlist loop. Sometimes it's a bit laggy.
Okay.
Okay. 20 +4. Right. Tobias, guy next to you is going to attack once and twice.
Nope.
23 doesn't hit you.
First one does.
Okay. Okay. Jesus fuck. I was like, what? What?
Sorry,
Jesus.
I was halfway scrolled up the thing. I saw someone else's thing.
That's
So,
okay.
Yeah, no, the first one does hit me. Sorry.
Okay. He will hit you for he'll 8 at the beginning. So yeah, he'll hit you for 8
Five.
slashing damage.
Oh, it
So,
is.
in theory, this guy will step up to Caliban.
Get it.
Try and hit.
That is a hit.
And second hit. I'm assuming that one misses.
Yeah, that one misses. Yeah.
Okay, he will hit you for 8 slashing damage as well. Wow, they both rolled a 6 on their d6s. Let's check the distance. Yep. This one's going to move in on Mia.
Oh, god
First attack, second attack.
damn. Miss! Oh my god.
I'm assuming the second one hits.
Oh, wait, was that advantage?
No, he hits twice. They get 2 attacks.
Oh, yeah, second one hits.
Okie dokie. So he hits you for 7 damage.
Yay.
Okay. Then it is this guy. Where is he going to go, though? He's probably going to go after Tobias.
Yeah, I'm gonna try and snarl at him and basically go, "Come on then."
Roll me an intimidate.
I was trying to hope he comes to. I actually wanted him to come towards me.
Oh, okay, cool. Then yeah, he's going to go for it. He's going to go and swing twice and miss both of them.
On both.
Okay, Caliban, it's your go.
So it's my go, sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I'm gonna Hunter's Mark the guy in front of me, because I can do that too.
What?
Spoilers! I'm Hunter's Mark him, and which leaves that to that. Change it on my sheet just so I know. And then I will swing at him. And probably miss horribly. God damn it!
That will sadly miss, yeah.
And that is my turn.
Boo. I do like the shock of Hunter's Mark though. Tobias isn't the
Yeah,
only one with
you said-
secrets, damn it.
Anymore because Blaine Caliban gave that away.
Oh,
know
that's
what you're
fun.
talking
If people are paying attention.
Malron, your go.
I'm gonna cast Hex on this guy.
Yep.
Strong.
Throw a Eldritch Blast at him.
Boom.
20 to hit.
Oh, that hit. Shit. Yeah. Do an extra. Oh shit.
Dealt
Yeah.
20 damage.
Whew. Okay. Which one are you attacking?
Is against Mia.
Oh, the one against Mia. Oh, okay. So Mia, this guy kind of steps up to you and tries to attack you. He hits you once, and then all of a sudden, he seems to glow like a deep purple, and then basically explodes.
Jam!
Are we
Right.
Yeah, you can still move, please, by all means. Go ahead and move.
See ya.
That's my turn.
It's a good turn. Mia, you'll go after the guy just basically exploded on you and not in the fun way.
Hey, wait a minute. DC stream? No.
It's okay. This is
Yeah, no,
an
I didn't
18
even do
plus
anything
stream.
to him. Right, wow. Second time lucky. I am going to move a little bit here so I actually catch Caliban in the crossfire.
I would appreciate it.
Yeah, I thought you might. Oh, nice one. And I'm going to try the legendary thing again.
Go for it.
Right, on the 3 remaining.
Yep.
Fingers crossed. Here. Here. 3.
Boom.
Wow, shit, they all hit.
That works quite nicely.
Those were good rolls.
Yeah. Right, okay, so
Blame the machine.
1 damage, 2 damage, 3 damage. And I'm going from top to bottom.
Yep, cool. 7 on the top one. So the one that actually managed to hit Tobias burns, screaming to death, drops to his knees in flames. Second one down, hit with a burst of fire. He manages to put it out, but he is quite badly burned. And same for the one at the bottom. Shit. Oh, the one at the bottom. Fuck. Yeah. The one near Caliban, his armor seems to almost melt to his body. He is still standing up, but then yeah, he's still standing, but he's looking really badly burned. I almost mold into his armor. It's quite gross. Well, yeah, okay, yeah, Mia, that went pretty well. Are you moving anywhere, or are you okay there?
I'm good right here. Apparently
Okay.
it's my lucky spot.
Apparently so. In that case, Tobias, it's your go.
Swing in. Slightly better.
Oh yeah, that hits.
25 to hit.
Oh yeah, definitely a hit.
Next to me. That would be... What? The actual... 8 points of damage.
You're okay. It's not great. In fact, it's literally the worst you could have rolled. But it is enough as you plunge both I'm going to say both. I'm going to say you plunge both rapiers into his chest. and
Singular.
he drops down
Only
to
the
his
one.
knees. Oh, you're only using the one? Okay. He dies.
This thing.
Horribly. Well.
And then... Yeah. Oh, God's sake. That's me.
Okay.
Just in case. Moving the hunter's mark onto that one.
Yeah, that's fair. This one is not liking his odds. And he's not fucking
Weird.
bright. Oh shit, it's going to hurt him a lot, but he is dumb. He is going to try and run for it. As he sprints away, he will sprint up this way. I'm only going to move him like a little bit for now, because I want to see Caliban. You get the first stack of opportunity.
Yeah. God.
Oh, no, ignore that. That's a damage roll. That's not what I meant.
But Tobias, you get one as well. Tobias, you will hit. So sadly, Caliban misses, and then Tobias fucking
That's the
wrecks.
damage.
Holy mother of Mercia.
Caliban, like, it looks like he barely even moves. He just quick stab, and the guy just takes 3 or 4 more steps. He dropped to his knees and just falls. Like you don't even see any blood. It's pretty gross.
That one counts as mine.
However, Malron has lost his concentration on the friend spell he cast on the guy outside.
Yeah.
Also, when friend breaks, you realise that you've been charmed and you've been fucked with mentally and you're extra angry.
Oh, good.
Oh, and he can come just far enough to hit Caliban. So he's going to burst in the door, basically see you guys Actually, no, he's probably going to go for Tobias. He's going to see you turn his friend to mulch, and he's going to rush in, and attempt to hit Tobias with his first and second attacks. Oh,
Holy.
well.
Jesus.
Okay. Okay, so first one is going to do that much. Second one, that much. So it would be a 17 slashing.
And you...
We're not
And
going
it's-
to power to play.
Second one rushes in
And
and goes...
it's-
Sorry, go ahead.
Hypothetically,
Okay.
it's round down, yes?
Yes. Yes, it's round down.
Would to come into play.
Yep. Second one rushes in and goes for Caliban.
Oh, good joke.
And I'm saving the second
That's
one
fine.
misses. He hits you for 3!
I'll take it.
Oh, these guys aren't
We
even going to
have
get in
no
the
fighting
fucking
music
door.
again.
He gets to there. He gets to
Fighting
there.
music's just stopped.
Oh, it'll probably kick in again. It's just changed song, so it may pop in again. In fact, let me just change it to this one.
There we go.
Oh, or Celtic battle music. Let's hear that one.
Is it I?
Oh yeah,
It's-
who goes there?
It's about to be yours, Caliban, but first...
Ah, our Lord and Saviour.
The music to kick in.
Yeah.
Give me a second. He rushes up and, like, basically stabs this guy in the back. And then there's a flash of white light. The guy is still standing, but he's been somewhat burned as well. That music actually seems too loud to me now. There we go.
There you go.
Okay, now it's Caliban's go.
Okay, so for my bonus, I'll move my hunter's mark onto that guy. And then swing.
Yep, that'll
I'm
hit.
Assuming that hits, right?
Oh, yeah, yeah.
And do that much damage.
Fucking hell! Okay, yeah, that's pretty good. Which one are you hitting? Because there's... oh no, there's only 2 you can reach.
One down.
Yep. Yeah, he's jam.
Jam!
Oh, actually, he's not. No, I was thinking of the other one. No, but you do bring your... You're using a warhammer, right?
I am using like a maul.
Yeah, yeah. You bring it down on him, and like literally, for other people who aren't Caliban, you probably have never heard that many crunches in one blow before. It's pretty gross. Yeah. Would you like to move your hunter's mark?
I've already moved it this turn, so I haven't got a bonus anymore. So I moved it to him this turn, so I'll have to move it next turn. Right?
Oh, okay, fair enough. I thought it automatically moved once you killed someone.
Oh, really?
No, you can move it as a bonus action.
It's a bonus. Okay, cool. In that case,
Yeah, that's fine.
that's fair. Maron, your go.
And I was about to jump in on that conversation because yes, as my bonus action, I move my hex to this douche.
Go for it. Because you're gonna fucking Eldritch Blast him again. It's kind of what Warlocks do.
Heck yeah!
Oh, dude! A +7.
Or not.
Oh, that delightful one. I don't know how you play though for this.
I haven't.
Twice in a row.
I did not get. I have not got. You're lucky for this one, Q, because I have not got my critical fumble table up and running yet. I will let you off this time.
Khan would have been killed.
Yeah, it might have done some damage to Caliban. Mia, your go.
Steps back. That's my turn.
Cool.
Okie dokie then. I'm going to step back over here to kind of get out of the range of all the stabby stuff. And seeing as how Maron has that one marked, I'm going to go for this dude in the door. And I'm going to cast Firebolt.
Yeah, go for it.
Okay,
That will hit.
that's to hit. Sorry, I missed that, SJ.
Yeah, that hits you. That hits him. I mean,
I was going to say, what? Okay.
congratulations, you hit yourself.
Firebolt. Ow.
Oh,
Inlines.
okay. He takes 2 damage. Yeah.
Good eye. Get
Okay.
scratch.
Tobias, your go. You're up, Tobias.
Right, I am not moving out of range of him,
Okay.
stepping round him, so to keep the, an attack of opportunity
Oh, yeah, yeah.
is not happening.
Yeah.
But I'm going to position myself so if anyone who steps into the room tries to get past me, reaction on them, if that makes sense.
Yep. Totally.
I am then going to move my hunter's mark to. Yeah, no, I'm going to move my hunter's mark to this one.
Yep.
Attack him.
Go for it. Mm-hmm. That's all good. Go for it. Yep, that hits. That's not a problem.
12 damage.
Nice. You step forward and rapier to the throat. He goes down.
And that's me.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Oh, Redbrand's turn. The whole 2 of them that are left. You guys have done pretty well in this. Oh, he can't even do that. He can't even move without getting an attack.
Oh.
Jesus Christ. Okay. Okay. He can't move anywhere without getting good attack opportunities. Jesus fuck. Okay. One at the top is just going to straight up try and attack Caliban.
Oh, jeez.
But I'm assuming we'll miss that one, and
Yeah. Oh, god damn it.
that one will hit. It only does 5 damage to you though, even with a crit.
Whew. Oi, oi, oi.
One down the bottom, being incredibly shocked by Sildar fucking shanking him, turns around and tries to attack him, and will miss. And we'll miss again. Well, they had a good turn. Caliban, it's your go.
I'll move my hunter's mark to the guy in front of me. Oh my god!
That'll miss, I'm
And
afraid.
I'll miss horribly.
Yep, sorry.
Alright.
Malron, your go. Cool. That's you.
Sorry.
That's okay.
Yeah, I'll throw an Eldritch Blast at him.
Which one are you going for?
What's next to Caliban?
Go for it.
18.
That hits.
16.
Nice. Oh shit, that's exactly, yeah. He blows up in a big purple blast.
And for my bonus action of that turn, I will move my hex to this guy. Disadvantage on... I don't know. What would it be? Charisma saving throws?
Okay.
Technically as well, because I've been here, I should have rolled a concentration saving throw.
Oh, for your...
Forgot about that.
Oh, shizer, so should I.
Yeah.
That's okay. Leave it for this battle. We'll pick it up next time. That's my bad for not spotting it. I forgot it was concentration. Don't worry about it for this fight.
Alright, okay.
Okay. Mia. Or Maya? Mia? Maya?
Okie dokie then. I have one sec for that. So, the last guy standing, I'm going to cast Firebolt. Again.
Go for it.
And if we can do a little bit.
Got this.
That hits.
Does it hit?
Yeah.
Right. Ooh, the Firebolt. As if.
That's twice in a row. That's kind of shitty.
Um,
Oh, he's looking pretty badly beat up. I'm going to pass it over to Tobias to probably finish this off.
Yeah, Toby.
That hits.
thing as he begins to attack and shout out, "We could use one alive."
Oh yeah.
God damn it.
Keeping them alive, yeah, that's the thing.
Unfortunately, Tobias shanks a bitch. And he dies horrifically.
Oops.
And that is all of the Redbrands dead. Yeah.
Yay!
Whoop whoop.
I'm gonna put back on the town music because it makes me laugh. Okay. All the Redbrands dead. There are bodies everywhere. There is the only woman left. The only person other than you guys left alive in this place is a scared female dwarf who's behind the bar.
Gonna walk over to her, sheathing my rapier as I do. Do you want a medicine check to see if I can see if she's wounded?
Yeah, go for it.
While he is doing that, I'm going to use the full thing of my lone hands. Use all of it.
Go for it.
2.
Give me a second. Is that 15 your medicine check? Sorry, is that 15 your medicine check, Tobias?
Yes. Can you not hear me?
No, I couldn't hear you.
Can now.
Can now though. Yeah.
Sorry.
She has like a few bruises. She's got a black eye. She's clearly been roughly handled, but nothing, life-threatening.
Patrons?
I didn't have much choice with him.
Very masculine woman.
I can't do woman and Scottish. I just can't.
No, I get you.
Unless I'm doing Merida. Just be
To
bored.
be fair, she is a dwarf.
Yeah.
Yeah, she probably has a beard too.
They didn't give me much choice in the matter.
I take it they recently took up.
There were a few that said they were here for security. They took money from us first, and then my husband, and then they took everything else. I kept thinking someone would come help me.
Right. We're in this town.
Sorry?
And can people hear me?
I keep hearing the end of your sentences. I think it's maybe your sensitivity, because I can hear you when you're louder.
I am going to reset that a little bit.
Mm-hmm. Because you can usually hear the end of your sentences and when you're loud. Which probably means
Thanks.
sensitivity thing.
How's that? Better?
Yes, much.
So far, yep.
Yeah, that's better.
Apologies.
That's
Yeah,
right.
I didn't realise that. Who's in charge of security in this town?
We had a militia once upon a time, but they haven't seen them in a while.
I come into the bar around the desolation in the doorway.
Sildar's started dragging bodies out.
Okay.
Go help him do that.
Surely you should be hiding the bodies, presenting the body. Oh, never mind. What do I know?
Trophies, yo.
There may be a reason.
I'm gonna wave. I'm gonna obviously point to the non-red cloaked corpses. These your locals, or are these people that they've brought here?
She points to this one over here.
Yeah.
That's my sister. But most of them are people they brought in to question.
My condolences at your loss.
I'm gonna
Not really knowing what more to say, I'm gonna kind of back off and.
I'm gonna go and check the what look like corpses, but to make sure that they all are either dead or to check if any are still living or breathing.
That's fair.
Yeah, I'm good.
From what you can see, they all seem to be dead. They're in varying stages of decomposition. Some of them look like they like. It's hard to tell from a distance, but once you get close to a few of them, there's a couple of them that have clearly been here a couple of days. Some of them may have only just been brought in here today, but they're all very dead. Okay.
It's a lovely pub. I'll see you later.
A woman behind the bar breaks down crying. Sildar,
Back out and leave me here and there.
Sildar literally shakes his head and walks in after you guys have all left.
I'd come out to see him. If he walks back in, I'm following him. I wanted to have a word, but obviously...
Okay, you can have a word with him on the way. You can stop him on the way.
We're drinking now.
I'm letting him walk back in and walk towards the dwarven woman. And on the way in, my question to him is going to be... But who is technically in control of law and order in this town?
I think out of anyone, it would probably be the town master. There was a militia last time I was here, but from what she said, it seems like they're gone.
There's someone who have enough of a crap to not have let that happen. A town master.
Well, in theory, he is supposed to be protectorate of this whole town.
I'm gonna kind of wave my hand around the pub. Not exactly doing a bang-up job.
No, I would agree with you. There's a lot that seems to be going wrong here.
No.
Mia's comforting the crying woman. She's literally like hugging onto you and weeping on you now.
Oh.
It's like she's...
I'm checking the dead bodies for items, for one, but also for red coats, which may fit the group that we have. Dwarven-sized one, elven-sized one, female-sized one.
Huh. Well, you don't find anything of note on any of the dead bodies of the patrons and questioned people, to put it broadly. But the Redbrands themselves, each of them is wearing a cloak, and they are varying sizes. You will absolutely, out of those 8 bodies, find 4 that will fit the 4 of you, and Sildar if he wanted one as well. And then they don't seem to have amazing equipment on them, but they all do carry 2 short swords. They have armor that's not the greatest. It was clearly once quite nice, but it's far run down now. Nothing great.
I won't be taking weapons or armor because I don't have anything to carry it in, but anything small, gold coins, anything like
If
that.
you look through the pockets of all of them, collectively you'd probably find about 100 gold.
Yeah, I will pocket that.
They've been collecting. But yeah, you
I will
definitely...
just walk back in with the Redbrand cloaks and put them on the table.
Sildar, the town master.
Yes. What about him?
Aim.
His name? Oh, it... Shit, I had this written down. Ah! Harbin. His name is Harbin.
He's clearly a forgetful gentleman.
To be fair, I did spend a week or so chained up in a cave, but no matter.
No. I'm well aware that your mind has been elsewhere.
His name's Harbin Wester, and as far as I knew, he was supposed to be keeping tabs on the Redbrands and reporting them to the militia. It doesn't seem as if that has been happening. And from what the dwarf has said, they don't seem to have a militia at all any longer. I suggest at some point we may need to pay this man a visit.
Indeed. I had another question for you, in fact. When we found your horses, and then obviously came to look for yourself in Gundren, it's currently in Mir's possession, but we found a map case and equipment that's empty. Now, or would they take a map from him? Something I meant to ask you last night, but it slipped my mind.
He curses quite quietly under his breath. The map... We had recently uncovered what appeared to be a map to the original magic forge, the original rune forge of the area. The mines of Phandelver.
Right.
Gundren knew much more about the history of it than I did, but he was insistent that getting control of it would bring Phandalin back to its prosperous and much more active state that it was centuries ago. He was very keen on it being found, and he was convinced that someone else was also looking for it. I suppose if they
and
knew
rather
enough...
conveniently, Gunther and his map at the cave with you.
If these people knew enough to take the map, then they are working for someone far more intelligent than the people we have seen so far.
Well, certainly more intelligent than things we found in that cave.
Yes.
Which seemed kind of good.
This is true.
Are you still wounded?
Oh, nothing dramatic. My shoulder was slightly out of place. I fixed it this morning, but it still pains me some. Either way, it does seem that if we are to find Gundren, we have to investigate these Redbrands further.
I will interject at that point. To help that, I got each of you a Redbrand cape that you can wear. And I'll just display them on the table, in case we choose to go to that mansion we've been told about.
Optimism that they don't know each other enough, but it should at least get us to the door.
Walking in with a fully fledged member, and I'll put a hand over my face, cast disguise self, and turn into the first guy that I talk to.
Possibly help.
That could work.
Sildar, double
I'll
takes.
do it right away.
That's...
Yes, this is an ability I have, Sildar. Don't worry.
That is that will be quite useful. May I suggest that we perhaps take that woman back to town and dispose of the bodies outside?
Aye.
I'm not usually
Sounds
one
fine
to
for now.
drag bodies out into the open, but I didn't feel right leaving them here in her pub.
And I imagine the lost souls, and again looking at the ones around the room, in here deserve some form of proper ceremony, but I take it no one other than their comrades are going to mourn the gentleman outside.
I can't imagine so. But yes, I think these people should definitely have a proper burial. As for the ones outside, I'm okay. I'm quite happy to start a fire.
For the ones outside?
Yes, the rest of them should probably be taken to the shrine.
I'd say, I believe that, is it Sister Gariel?
Yes.
Oh, marvellous, my notes aren't horrific. Individuals that we were hoping to run into at some point shortly. Perhaps now is a convenient time, even with not particularly pleasant news. Other thoughts?
Sounds good to me. We would need a cart to get all these bodies moving, though.
Perhaps we should send someone back for them.
To be
Sounds
fair,
like a good idea.
let's be fair, we're not particularly far. We're in town, aren't we? We're not far through.
No, we're not far.
Yeah. Let's speak to the sister. Explain that we've got a number of people that be sent on. And again, I speak of the ones that people care about within this building, or those that no one knows of, who deserve better fate than this. And I believe if they have yet to set off, the Barthans might have a cart that we could borrow. Stances?
Said, if we tell the sister about these bodies, I'm sure she can find someone to collect them.
Yeah, and that's what I mean. It's kind of, there's a combination of let's lay these to rest and let's get rid of this carrion.
I think that sounds like a plan to me.
Away.
I hope you don't mind me bowing out, as I will take the lady back to town and I shall dispose of the other bodies.
Do you need assistance with that, or is there open land nearby that you can do so in peace?
There are a few places nearby that I won't be disturbed. Just pile them up and burn them.
I'm just wondering. I know, but if they have colleagues at the manor, are you comfortable that you can do so without?
Oh, I see what you say.
Possibly not best to be discovered by any who walk down that path, to be out the back of the inn burning their friends.
Fair point.
Let's see the woman to safety. Let's speak to the sister. Let's see if we can move all of the deceased from here. More suitable environment than others.
That is fair.
And has objections. It sounds like I like the sound of my own voice too much.
Yes, well, we should be on our way then.
Okay. Joining us, and I'm looking towards Mir and the dwarven woman. Are you bringing her with us?
Mia?
Wrong.
Oh, Mia is currently muted on Discord.
Wrong.
Oh.
Awkward. For...
Caliban reply.
That's okay. Sildar bows his head and says, I can absolutely
Yeah,
encourage...
we'll make sure the woman returns safely, and that we'll speak to the sister.
Sounds like a plan. I will move you back onto the map. Yeah.
Before we leave, I transform back into like non-Redbrand style.
Yeah, that's fair.
Might be an idea.
That is fair. Yeah, so it's not far, but before we go on to that, I am actually going to call a 5-minute break because I need the bathroom. So I'll call a quick 5-minute break for everybody. We'll be back at, let's say, past at the latest, and we will continue our journey.
Oh.
Cool. BRB, y'all.
All in a bit.
Oh, Blaine, you sound so gangster.
Hey, we're back. I'm a lot lower now because my chair is broken.
Oh, thanks.
Oops.
Jacob Muzovic. I can't say your name. Jacob, thank you very much for subscribing. That was much appreciated. Yay. So if we could get people to hype and love for him in chat, that would be great. The people that are in chat. Most people are quiet now. I'm going to try and make my chair go up again. Stupid bastarding thing. The hydraulics have gone.
Let's do a stream fundraiser for a new channel.
So, yeah, at this point, the party are like escorting this distraught dwarven woman back to town, and I believe they're heading towards the Shrine of Luck.
I don't think I'd ever paid enough attention as to what the religion was, but yes, we were headed towards where we were told there was a shrine and a sister. I was probably out fighting gangland violence or something, but she'd returned a few days ago looking rather beat up, was the goss.
Okay. You head into town, and Sildar kind of gently peels the woman off of Mia.
I now thank you.
And then kind of like escorts her into the Stonehill Inn. Yeah, as you approach the shrine, it's pretty lackluster actually. It's pretty embarrassing. It's a small shrine made of stones that seem to have been pulled from other ruined buildings. It's dedicated to Timora, and which, if anyone wants to roll a religion check, I can tell you a bit more. There is a...
I actually do think I've got that somewhere. Hang on.
Yeah, I'll roll religion.
Wait, this is my jam. Well, I'll say that. Nailed it.
Wow. Yeah. Oh shit!
God damn it!
That's not when I want them. I don't care that much.
That's really funny though. Like I love it. Okay, what you see when you look for this is there is literally like in amongst these stones, in the very center of it, there is like a golden coin that seems to almost be melded into the stone. It's as if the stone was stone shaped around it. It's on the golden coin is a smiling female face, and stream can only see jukebox page. I don't know what that means. What?
Oh, the tab you put your on the tab.
I knew that. There we go. The rolls are showing again. Okay. Apologies. I never use that on that one, so that's very weird. But yes. Yeah, so it's a golden coin with a woman's face on it. She's smiling and quite happy looking. You'll know that Timora is the goddess of luck. She is a chaotic good god. And she has domain over her domain that she specializes in is trickery. But she specializes in bringing good fortune, not tricking people negatively, but positive fortunes for people. And yeah, I mean, I could link you to the whole Church of Timora thing, but you probably don't care. But yeah, the shrine, I mean, there's a lot of people around here, but the shrine itself doesn't seem to be being looked after.
Well, is there? I don't know. Is there anyone in religious style vestments stood around, or
No, not really.
with a gold coin around their neck or something?
Not particularly. There are a few people who seem to have been taking an interest in you, though. As people are walking past, they are staring a little bit. Are you as this like
Looking down to see
younger
looking down to see
gentleman?
exactly how much blood I'm covered in. Right
There
there.
is a fair bit on all of you. Mia, ironically, is covered the most.
Is it because I is red?
That and because Maron exploded a guy beside you.
Yeah, that was fun.
Covered in
Thanks.
any blood.
Yeah, Maron looks fucking pristine. Um,
Thank you. I
but
was
yeah,
nowhere near the violence.
as you guys are kind of looking at this shrine and kind of looking around, a guy does kind of slow down near you and goes, are you looking for something exactly?
Thing or someone. Sister Garalee?
Sister Garael.
That was the one.
She has recently returned to town quite dishevelled, but her house is just behind the Shrine of Luck over here.
Sisters, or is she the sole keeper of this place?
She's the sole keeper of this shrine that I've ever seen, but there have been other sisters that have come from other towns to visit her, and I believe she's gone off to visit them.
But if we need to speak to someone on religious matters, she's the one we need to speak to.
She'd probably be the best bet, yeah. We don't have a temple or anything in town.
Other than this one, of course.
Well, yeah, I mean, it's not exactly a temple. He kind of rolls his eyes at it.
It is what it is. Thank you for your time.
That's right, that's right. Walks off. Heads into the Stone Hill Inn.
Shall we call upon her in her house, or is that a bit gauche?
Well,
Yeah,
I wouldn't
I think
have to
it'll be
say
fine.
hello.
Indeed.
Then
The way to Paris.
Thank you. I'm gonna politely knock on the door of the house that he motioned to. The one not on the map plainly has a huge arrow saying the house. We've had confirmation of that, so I feel quite confident.
As you knock, there is a slight delay and then a bit of shuffling from inside. And the door opens, and there is a rather attractive young elf, blonde hair, very bright green eyes, with a almost like a nun's habit pulled down over her head that's pure white. She answers the door, and she is a little bit worse for wear. There are a few cuts on her face, some now healing bruises. She looks far more healed than she was last night. Yes, may I ask who is here?
Apologies, sister. My name is Tobias. Friends and myself have recently entered town, and well, we've run into a spot of bother, and there are a few individuals that unfortunately need to be laid to rest. We were advised that this was the one place of religion to speak to.
Yes, I suppose it is in this town. How many and where? And do you have any idea what their religious beliefs were?
I'm not talking. I turn around and very deliberately. It's not even a stage whisper, but it's talking to the other one. I'm talking to the rest of the group. Not the fellows in the red cloaks that were very rude. How many others were in that building that we recall? Is it 5 or 6?
7.
7. Unfortunately 7. Unfortunate souls. As to their religious beliefs, I don't know. One of them, unfortunately, is the sister of the stone giants. Stone giant? Hang on, am I making things up now?
Sleeping giant.
Sleeping giant.
Sleeping giant.
Tavern. Unfortunately, they had problems with some of their clientele.
Oh, the Redbrands.
That particular element of clientele, well, they need laying to rest too, but we're not too particularly fussed about them.
Understandable.
It's more those they have. But they were rather impolite to my friends, and they took matters onto their own hands, and, well, I believe we liberated seems like a bizarre word to use, but the tavern at least is out of their reach at the moment.
Well, it's good to see someone taking a stand against those ruffians. Thank you for your concern. If there are that many bodies, it may take me some time to get everything together, but we shall have a ceremony probably tomorrow night on the town green.
As I say, obviously the proprietress of the establishment will be able to tell you her sister's beliefs, but as for the others, unfortunately, I think they fell foul to the Redbrands.
Well, a few
If
dead
you had
Redbrands
dealings with
is a
them.
good thing in this town. And the more that die, the better.
Okay. Can I do an inside check? Because that's not a particularly religious thing.
By all means.
Well, I suppose it depends what religion.
Oh, I missed that. I haven't.
Sean, can you hear me?
Yeah, go ahead. By all means, do an insight check.
Sorry, yeah.
That's alright, I might have cut out. She just seems genuinely pissed off about the Redbrands.
Fair enough.
You can definitely tell that she is, while she's putting off a soft and sweet air, you get the feeling that that is not who she really is, though.
Right. So she actually genuinely seemed pleased to find out that we had murdered a bunch of people in the inn. As they happen to be the Redbrands. That's all good.
Yep. She seems very happy with this fact.
I don't know what else there is to say.
Whoa!
Is that the cause? And I try to be just...
Sorry, I just got a tip of £58.
Wow.
Jesus.
What?
Woohoo!
Wow,
Just
that
the tip.
Jesus Christ! Sorry, wasn't expecting that. Thank
it's for
you.
Blaine's accent. That's exactly what it is. It's all
Fuck me. Thank you so much. Like, holy shit.
Someone from Scotland going, please stop.
Please stop destroying my accent. Ugh.
Wow. Thank you very much. I wasn't expecting that. That's really appreciated. God damn. Anyway, sorry.
Back in the room. I'm gonna gesture as politely as you can to someone who looks like they've had the crap kicked out of them. Were the Redbrands the cause of your recent troubles?
Oh. No, I just had... I had business elsewhere, that's all. Sorry, no, I just had business elsewhere. Can you guys not hear me?
Okay, now I'm going to inside check it. Jesus
Yes!
Christ. A little bit worrying. And fuck me.
Okay, where did the tips go? She just seems to have had some trouble. You also had some trouble on your way here, after all.
Dudes.
It could possibly have been the... It could possibly have just been things. The goblins.
Are they
that
the
got you.
bruises? Well, sister, we won't pry, but obviously, at the moment, we're kind of trying to find our way around town, and anything that we could possibly do to help.
There is something you could do to help me. It's a separate matter entirely from this, but it would be very useful.
How so?
There is something that I believe may become a problem to the town if not checked.
Outside of the Redbrands.
Outside of the Redbrands, yes. They are an immediate issue, that is definitely true. However, there is also, not far outside of town, a banshee has made her home. And I am concerned that if she is left unchecked, she will come closer and closer to these people.
Ever slightly, who's made their home?
A banshee named Agatha.
Right, okay. And what, you need someone to see... as you say, it's a different matter than these rogues entirely. What is your concern that she will come to town?
I have very much... You see, it's difficult, it's delicate. There's a lot of problems and a lot of intricacies to it. I essentially want you to take her an item as a bit of a bribe.
Right.
She reaches into a pouch on her dress and pulls out what appears to be a small ornate comb. It's beautiful, silver and mother of pearl. This is said to have once belonged to her. When I went seeking her, she would not appear for me.
But you believe she would appear if someone was to take that for her?
I believe so. Someone that isn't myself, perhaps.
And to what end?
Mostly, I just want her to know that there's no ill will here and she could leave the town alone. I don't believe at the moment anyone has fallen prey to her, but it's only a matter of time with so many other issues going on. And why would I not request this from a band of adventurers that have wandered onto my doorstep?
So what, simply give her the comb and ask her to give the town a wide berth?
Essentially.
The rest behind us, does that seem particularly concerning as a...
Sounds easy.
dealings with Banshee?
I mean, seems easy, yeah. Just give a banshee a comb and tell her to not come here.
I'm sure a lady of faith would never do anything to try and harm us.
I don't see what I would have to gain from harming you in any way, shape or form.
No, not at all. It was just, it's simply... So, effectively, have her appear and politely suggest that the town do... I was going to say live and let live, but that seems a little bit gauche. Sure.
Yes. Perhaps don't use those words.
No, but effectively she's... You mean her no ill will, and you hope that she feels the same about the town.
Essentially.
Will help, and considering the fact that we've just come to you requesting the last rites for half a dozen strangers, it feels a little bit rude to turn down such a request.
Wrong, 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 wrong.
Well, it would be very much appreciated.
Wrong, wrong, wrong.
I hold out my hand and basically gesture that if she wishes to, you know.
She hands you the comb. If you manage this task, as well as doing the favour you asked me, I may also have some potions that I can provide for your party.
Thank you.
Now,
Do you know whereabouts she was last seen?
oh yes, one moment. She pulls out a map of her own. And I'm going to put you guys on the map. It is the whole country map. And all the music dies. That was far more menacing than I meant it to be. Anyway, she pulls out. She shows you on the map, and she essentially shows you where Phandalin is, and she shows you points up to Coneyberry, up here.
It's not a quick jaunt, is it?
Unfortunately not. However, there are many other issues out in the wider world that I'm sure people will end up asking you to go see. I doubt very much that you'll be hanging around in town for your entire time here.
Actually, we don't believe this to simply be a head there and nothing to do en route. There's probably going to be people that require assistance. Looking at, again, the rest of you, I take it we have no qualm over this?
No. We should deal with the Redbrands first, of course. But there's no reason
Indeed.
to not do that.
Well, I don't believe that
But yes,
that Agatha's going anywhere, so absolutely.
the plan is to make sure that she comes no closer, by all means then. So, again, the message is simply present her the comb and request that the town peacefully ignore each other, as it were.
Indeed.
Now, if you don't mind, I have a lot to prepare to deal with the impending rituals.
Indeed. Thank you for your time, and thank you for agreeing to help out with that other matter. Kind of, not bow, but nod my head and kind of back away from the door.
God, I hate that movie. Everything changes, shuts everything up. She closes the door and backs away into the building.
Considering some of the things we've seen the last few days.
Yes, she was an odd one.
She seemed quite pleased that we had dealt well. I don't think the Redbrand's got a particularly good reputation around here.
Seems like the type of woman who deals with things in her own way as well.
Yes. And considering the fact that by her suggestion she was out for a banshee and she's come back covered in scrapes and bruises, I don't think it is just a case of praying for everyone's well-being.
Indeed. I guess we'll find out when we deal with her problem and get to talk to her more. Hey,
Thoughts?
do we want to talk to the town master about the protection that he's not been given this town? Or do we want to head straight to the Redbrands?
Might be worth having
Are
a
we
word with him first, on our way.
I do agree with Mia that trying to find out why on earth he's done all in looking after.
That sounds good to me then.
The
Shall we
people
ask
that not
someone
just
where his
charge.
place is?
Sildar and the tavern keep have gone into the other pub. What time of day is it roughly?
It's still relatively early. I mean, you guys were
Yeah.
up with the crack of dawn, so I'd say it's only about 9-10 o'clock.
Right, okay. We're effectively still in the village square, aren't we?
Yep.
We've got the shrine to the north of us. I think we've got the pub to the east.
Mm-hmm.
And to the kind of southwest, we've got that line shield place that we were. Is there any other buildings that are marked from where we're stood? With the map that kindly tells me where the Townmaster's Hall is. I mean, with, like,
Yeah, that is a little bit infuriating.
Sadly,
I know
kind
where
of-
it is. See a sign for it?
sadly no.
yeah, and that's what I mean. It's kind of, as I look around the square, is there any other building that's kind of got plaques or...
There is like a road markers.
Yeah.
Not road markers. What are they called? Where it's like all the signs pointing in different directions. There's one of those. Wow, my brain going good. That has a thing on it pointing to Barthen's Provisions to the north, parting to Tresendar Manor to the east. It points south to the Miners' Exchange, and it points east to the Town Green. Beyond that, nothing that can really point anything else new out.
Is there anyone... There was a couple of people looking by the shrine earlier. Have they buggered off, or is there still people about?
There's still people around, but they're just mostly going about their day-to-day business.
Just want to go ask somebody.
Of course, Tobias, why don't you persuade someone to tell us?
I may have had a bath, and I may be a little bit more vocal than I was, but, you know, someone else's turn to do the talking. Unless you're so all reticent that you wish me to.
Mia,
Yes.
there is a goat rubbing up against your leg.
Sorry, what?
There is a goat rubbing up against your leg.
Sorry, I kept on missing the first part of that.
There
Goat?
is a goat.
A goat rubbing up against my leg. Okay then. I kind of look down and try and take a step back and just kind of try and shoo it away. Go shoo, shoo.
It kind of sits down almost, and looks up at you.
Well, I take it back. You know, I said literally 30 seconds ago, this is one of the weirdest things that we've seen the last few days. It's already been beat.
It kind of
Oh, yeah, a
sits
goat
there like
sitting at my feet.
it's like bleating at you, Mia, and there is something around its neck. There is a pouch around its neck.
Oh. I shall take the pouch off its neck.
You can tell
and have a look
immediately
inside.
as soon as you unhook it. You can tell that it's definitely a coin purse.
Ooh. Is there money in it?
There is 50 gold inside.
Yay! Awesome, just random goats giving money. I like this place.
The goat kind of gives you a bit of a headbutt in the leg and then trots off, heading
Thank you!
southeast. It heads down to like this kind of area and then walks off to the east. Just gone.
My goat with the free money.
Just random
Just
goats
gonna-
giving money.
Between Mia's horns and then the goat's horns, is there any kind of relative look there?
I just glare at Malrod. Like, really?
So hang on, the goat's still within sight, isn't it? But it is just meandering off.
Yep. It's just walking off. Yeah, it literally walks down, like on the map, it walks down roughly to where the town master's hall is, turns east and walks along, and on your map it would be towards the farm, but you don't know that that's the farm. I see.
I am gonna be honest, I am intrigued about this goat. I've almost lost interest in the town master stuff. I say follow that goat.
Follow the money-giving goat.
Well,
I must admit, that was one of the strangest things that happened
Yeah.
to me.
going to track the goat. When I say track, I mean I'm going to watch it and follow it. It's not really. I'm not
Tracking.
trying to
person.
ascertain properly. Yeah. Do survival checks to find the within sight goat.
No, you're
I
fine.
might feel a little bit.
No, you're absolutely fine. You
Yeah, I'm gonna follow the goat too.
okay. Yeah, you follow the goat. It walks off past the town master's hall, and ironically, it is signposted outside the front door. So as you get to about here, you can tell that this is the town master's house. But the goat obviously continues walking.
Note of that for later.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, we know where that is. But however, the town master isn't randomly sending us goats with money. He can wait.
Could be, you don't know that.
The goat's gone past.
Yeah, it has. It's trotted on down to the end of the road, where you can see that there is a building and then a large field opening up.
Stalk the goat.
Can we see
We're
anyone
walking, I'm just
working
gonna
in the field or around the building?
Casually comment. This was the stupidest trap we've ever fallen for.
Nah.
It's
As
a trap that gives money.
you've kind of lost track of the goat at this point.
Whoa! What?
Well, it took a while for you to catch up to it, and it has kind of
In an
it seems to
open
be out of
field,
sight.
on a track, I have
Oh
lost
no,
sight
no,
of
no,
goat.
no. You have it was a road that you were following it down,
Oh, okay.
and it turned off towards the farm for sure. So
But
yeah,
at this entrance, so basically at the entrance to the farm, this is the only building in this direction. However, there's no goat anymore.
not that you can see. There is an open field full of crops. There are some other farm animals on the very outer edges over here, but it doesn't seem to be a very big farm. There's one or two of each animal.
Can you see any people?
There seems to be a woman working in the field.
This is the only time you're allowed to do this because it's D&D. What race does she appear to be?
You can't just ask people.
In D&D you can, but beyond that.
She seems to be a female halfling.
Well, the goat gave you the money, man.
Quite. I shall walk up to the woman, making sure not to make her jump or anything like that, and just kind of look at her and say, "Excuse me, love, do you happen to have a goat that likes to wander around the town?"
The woman.
Just randomly, I don't know. It's been a strange day.
The woman turns and kind of walks over from the roughly the center of the field where she was. Walks over to you, where there is a bit of almost a gate between the house and where the field begins. Did you say a goat?
Yeah, goat. Horns about yay big. Wanders around the town.
I haven't got one of them. Got 2 cows, 16 chickens. I used to have some pigs, but they're all gone. Never had a goat.
Gone? What do you mean gone? I look, and I presume I can still see the animals that are around the farm.
Yep, you can see them. There are definitely no pigs, but there are some there is a pen for what seem to be pigs. But there you can see all the animals she described. There are chickens in hutches, and there are 2 cows that are in a pen.
Yeah. What do you mean by all gone? They're over there, surely.
No, the pigs are gone.
Oh, the pig gone.
Yeah, I used to have pigs, but they're gone now.
Oh. I don't suppose you would happen to know who would have it around here, would you?
Not really. There's just myself and my son here.
And go that this is possibly the weirdest conversation that you've had in quite some time, where 4 strangers have turned up at your gate and inquired as to whether or not you own a goat.
I mean, it's...
If it makes it more disconcerting, the goat had free money.
It did. That's kind of why we're asking.
It's a weird thing. I mean, I have had, and this is going to sound strange at first, I have had strange animals approach my farm before, but that's because I'm friends with a druid, and usually it's him. Haven't seen him about.
So, sorry, the druid of the animal is the animals.
Oh yeah, the druid, he can take the shape of animals.
They shapeshift, don't they? So, if we redress this conversation in a slightly more sane, is there any particular reason why your druid friend might have been inclined to impart upon us a gift of money? Something that you could possibly speculate on.
Not that I know of. I mean, I haven't heard from him in a while. He went off to investigate Thunder Tree and never came back.
Thunder Tree?
Oh, it's a town to the north, just a little bit through the woods. It used to be a really big town hundreds of years ago, but around the same time that, Phandalin stopped being important, Thunder Tree was collapsed by something. I don't know. I'm not a historian. I'm just a farmer's wife. Well, I guess farmer now.
How How long ago did your druid friend decide to go to this thunder tree?
Oh, it's been a while. Not sure.
Rough estimate? A
A
week?
few
day?
days, less than a
month?
week. Maybe 4 days?
She mentioned the sun. Anyone else around outside the farm?
Nope.
Or outside the building, sorry.
Not that you can see.
Figure.
It just so happens that I was planning on going to Thunder Tree eventually.
Go on.
You got this information in the letters as well, but I was told in the letters there are a bunch of dragon cultists living there.
Oh.
Impression,
Well,
I can't hear Sean at all.
It might have just been because I wasn't talking.
Yeah, I can hear you now.
Okay. Good. Can everyone hear me?
Just, she mentioned the sun. Is she the only figure?
Yeah, she's the only one you can see, for sure.
Right, okay.
So yeah, she's the only person you can see. She has mentioned a son, and she's also mentioned that she was a wife, but isn't now.
Mm.
Are you all right?
Strange as
She
that was,
asks
it's
you.
just another thing to add to our list.
Yeah, no, I feel like we've intruded on your time, and it feels a little bit silly. And we've come here chasing a goat of all things.
Do you?
Um,
She like laughs. Would you like to come in for a moment?
perhaps if we want to learn a bit more about your druidic friend, yeah. Shall we take a moment?
Oh,
Aaron's going to cross his arms. I think we've taken quite enough detours.
okay. Oh, I was only saying I've just made some fresh apple juice, literally from the orchards in town. You're welcome to come in for a glass.
We don't wish to impose, but I suppose we can have a quick break. And
That
perhaps
would be
you know,
lovely. Thank you
I-
very much.
a short rest that will include using hit dice if certain people would need to do such a thing.
This would
And
count
Mia
as a short
kinda
rest.
Looks. Mia also kind of looks at her arms and her body. And
Yeah.
You wouldn't happen to have a jug of water in a bowl, would you?
Oh yeah, of course. Please, yeah, of course.
Oh,
Sorry.
Thank you so
Yeah.
much.
For a drink, Sean, and I would like to use some hit dice.
Yeah, please do roll some hit dice if you want to get some hit
Cool.
dice back. And
Yeah.
obviously it's a short rest, so Malron, you get your warlock spells
Yay!
back.
All my spells are back.
Because that's just how warlocks roll. She brings you into the kitchen, where you then quickly identify her son. There is what appears to be about a 10-year-old who is hyperactive as shit. As soon as you guys come into the room, he jumps out of a chair and is like running around excitedly. He picks up like a wooden sword off the ground and is just like slashing it back and forth. It's like, yeah, adventurers, yes! Knew they'd come. Are you taking me with you? Are we going on an adventure? We're going to go kill a dragon. What are we doing?
Whoa. Slow down, son.
My actual effing I might need to use another hit dice.
Yep, that's fair. that was really unlucky. She's the farmer has rushed around getting things ready. She introduces herself. Thank you for the follow. She introduces herself as Quelline Alderleaf. This is the Alderleaf farm. She tells you that it used to belong to her husband, but now it belongs to her, as he has sadly passed away. She asks where you're all staying. Do you have somewhere you're staying in town?
We are currently at the Stone Hill for a few days. One of us was quite forward, and we managed to secure rooms for a little while.
That's
I'm going to reach into my pack, and in the hopes that he stops trying to run around and threaten us with swords, I've got a pack of cards, and I'm probably going to fail miserably on some sleight of hand, show some card tricks.
go for it.
Actually, that'll do quite
Nice.
nicely.
Tobias manages to do such amazing sleight of hand with his cards that pretty much everyone in the room now thinks he may be also a wizard.
I'm literally, and it's gonna, it is. It's kind of find the card, kind of up the sleeves, disappearing, and yeah, it's effectively mostly for the small,
Yeah, he's just kind of
hyperactive child.
he's absolutely
That's cute.
amazed now. Like he sits down sits down cross-legged in front of you and watches you do him. He's absolutely like in love with you now. Like you've basically just adopted a son. Congratulations. Wow. I've seen like some like crap magicians, but you're great. You're absolutely amazing.
Just things that you pick up.
So
Some of my family are a bit better at this than me.
are you all adventurers? Are you here to kill like orcs and stuff?
But we basically came here to find a friend, and unfortunately the friend is missing. And since then, yes, we have had a bit of a run-in with the nasty men who are in the pub. But you know, the other one, probably the one your mother tells you to stay away from.
Sorry,
We've had a
Caliban,
run-
were you trying to speak there? Yeah, I thought so. You're on Discord, your thing's coming up green, but I'm not hearing anything you're saying. You may want to refresh. I might refresh too, actually.
Yeah,
could-
I can hear Blaine. I can't. I'm not hearing any of Blaine. All of the refresh.
I'll refresh all
And
the
all at
time.
once, everyone refreshes.
Just in case.
Can you hear me now, yeah?
Yay!
Yeah.
Yeah, Blaine now.
Swedish.
Awesome. Okay, as you say about the other pub, he goes, "Oh yeah, those horrible people that were in the woods near the manor were there. Horrible brute.
What?
They're scary."
Sorry, what?
Sorry, in the woods near the manor.
Yeah.
But they.
He suddenly he looks like he's about to launch into a story, and then he looks up at his mum and kind of wilts a little bit.
I turn around to his mother and just kind of almost pleadingly let him get away. Kind of looking at my eyes of let him get away with it just this once. I'm not saying you're in trouble, young man, but you say they're in the woods, not up at the house.
There were some of them in the woods. They came out of there was a tunnel that was near them. That was at the bottom of the woods. It was near the house. I think they've got a secret entrance.
Interesting.
Very interesting.
I can take you there. He picks up his
Pardon?
sword again.
I think your mother would probably prefer it if you stayed here to look after her. Obviously, they are. She needs you here.
Oh, fine. He sits down again, and his mum kind of looks at you with a smile and a thank you kind of look. She puts out glasses of juice for everyone, and she provides me with the water she requested.
Yay, thank you. I proceed to take it into the corner of the. I presume we're in the kitchen?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Corner of the kitchen that's like away from food, and proceed to like kind of mop up all the blood that's on me as best I can.
That's fair.
Wrong, wrong, wrong,
I'm
wrong.
having heard his story.
Wrong, wrong, wrong.
On the card tricks and just, you know, keep him entertained, but try to keep his mind off of going to hunt bandits in the woods.
That is absolutely fair. Yeah, everything kind of settles down a little bit now. He's relaxed. He's like he like is reaching out for the cards.
I'll let him. They're nothing special, so yeah, I'll let him.
So he's
Try,
like,
I'll try and teach him a few.
yeah, he's quiet now, and he's like letting you talk. He wasn't. He's not supposed to go beyond the farm. He knows that. But do you?
Sometimes kids do things that they think are in other people's best interest, but they're not necessarily right. I think if he realizes that you need him more than simply that he shouldn't, maybe the fact that there's a reason why you want him here.
I don't like him being on the streets with the Redbrands around.
There's a few less this morning than there were yesterday.
Oh.
And teach him a few easier tricks.
I'm glad to hear it. I'm never really one for violence, but less of them means the town is safer.
Have you had many dealings with Townmaster Wester?
Useless pile of crap. She covers her mouth suddenly as if she's just sworn.
Explains that then. Particularly proactive in getting rid of them.
We always hoped that the militia would take them out, and then most of them left town. It was kind of embarrassing.
Did they leave town willingly, or were they driven out? Do you know?
That's the question. Hard to say.
Also, to my knowledge, militias tend to like getting paid. And if they're not, then when it's not in their interest.
Wrong, wrong, wrong,
It's definitely
wrong.
something to ask the town master when we see him.
Well, if someone could talk some sense into him, that would be fantastic.
Do our best.
We returned to town with a local celebrity. Sound a bizarre way of putting it, but we returned to town with I've forgotten Sildar Hallwinter.
Ah, yes. Sildar
He also,
has done all he can to protect our town.
his intention is to keep a slightly closer eye on it now.
That's good to hear. The more
think
people
he
like that
likes
are around, the better.
I don't think he likes what he's returned to either.
Well, sadly, this town seems to be getting worse by the day.
If though a strange question, but obviously we've just discussed the fact that the town master is not worth his weight in anything. You say more people like Sildar. Is there anyone else here that if we not so much sticking our noses in, but if we're trying to assist, is there anyone else out that you feel that we should reach out to?
Well, my friend the druid might be able to help you.
And as you say, he's elsewhere, but
Oh, in Thundertree.
worth a look. Yeah.
I think so. It's been of interest to several people, but I mean, your friend said he was interested in going there, and she points to Malron.
No, that makes sense.
But there are others in town. There are the man I get my apples from. He is rumoured to have been an adventurer in the past. He certainly seems to know what he's doing with a bow. There's bows and armour all around his living room. He may be someone worth talking to.
Would that happen to be Darren Eldermath?
Yes, that's his name.
Was that the gentleman whose name you heard being honoured in the stone?
Yes, it was.
Yeah. It wasn't malicious gossip, I promise you. There was a couple of people simply stating that the gentleman in question had an illustrious past.
Mm.
The sounds of it, people were impressed with him.
Well, I think so.
And you say he's the gentleman who owns the orchard?
Yes.
Well, I think there are a couple of people we need to give greetings to. This Edamarth, and then, as you say, your friend, but he's outside of the town, and it does look like he's going to have to give greetings to the town master at some point to find out what on earth he's playing at.
Does your druid friend happen to have a name?
Oh, how silly of me. He only seems to have the one, but he goes by Radoth. He's never given me a last name, but he comes here for some. I can provide him apparently with lots of things he uses for his magic. So he comes and trades with me, and it's quite useful.
Well, at least we now have a name to go looking for, rather than just your druid friend. Makes things a little bit easier.
Yes, and it makes sense of that goat. I guess he was, in his own way, calling us to him.
It's certainly worth asking.
The conversation continues. I am going to temporarily switch to just coin tricks. Nothing too major, but just while the young gentleman is still watching. Have we what's the words I'm looking for? My apologies. Of this family's time, do we believe? How are you, Mir? Are you
needed?
Slightly more comfortable than after we left the sleeping giant?
Yes, quite. I feel clean. And I look at the farmer's wife and I say, thank you very much for the bowl of water.
Oh, please, think nothing of it. If the Stonehill Inn ever becomes too expensive, I've always got a hayloft you can crash in. It's nothing special, but it's always available.
Oh, that's most kind. Thank you very much.
You'd be more than generous between you and I look at her son and your scouts information.
Yes, we'll be having words about that.
Well, you went unseen. That's always the best start.
Oh.
But no, I believe that. Yeah, I believe that we may have business up at the main house at some point shortly. I would advise that your young Master Scout avoids those woods for the time being.
Okay, fine.
Yes.
Little boy says.
Thank you. No, your information has of great import to us, thank you. But yes, I think it's probably best if you stay here and protect your mother. Kind of looking at the mother as if to go, I am pretty sure I know your 10-year-old is not guarding you. However, at least this way he seems happy.
she bows her head and he renews his slashing with the sword.
Shall we then?
Indeed.
Yes.
Aye.
For your time.
And on that
And
note,
for the apple juice.
I'm going to call it for the night. Ugh. I apologise, I know it's slightly early, but the pains that I've been going through are starting to get to me a bit.
Oh, dude. No,
Yeah.
that's fine.
Oh yeah.
For people watching, I managed to, when I was on holiday, pop something in my back that meant I couldn't walk for a few days and then had to use canes. And then I did something to my collarbone, that has meant for the past few days I haven't been able to lift my arm. Well, I can lift my arm up to shoulder height and no higher right now. And it's all starting to hurt. So that means my meds have probably worn off. So I'm going to call it slightly early. But thank you, I'm glad you guys all understand, that's fine. I thought it seemed like a good point.
Fine.
Yeah, to be fair, we could. Yeah, that's a good point to stop it.
Yeah.
Lots has happened. But yeah, so wonderful people at home watching. I'll be back on Thursday playing Dead Space, and then Friday will be Final Fantasy VIII. And then next Monday, will be Curse of Strahd, which is a D&D campaign. It's all horror and very Hammer horror with a vampire and lots of evil, dark stuff that I kind of made Mia cry with the other day.
You monster.
when she was watching it. Ku plays in that one as well, and then obviously next Tuesday we'll be picking up at 8 p.m. again with these lovely lot. So yeah, thank you very much for coming and watching us tonight. I hope you've all enjoyed watching, and I hope my players have all enjoyed playing.
As always.
Yay, glad.
Yeah.
And I guess on that point, I'll be back on Thursday at 9 p.m. with Dead Space. I hope you guys give me a follow, catch up with me later, and this is Clockwork SJ signing off for the evening. Bye, guys.
Oh.